Hello there. Hello, my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful folks. Let's see. Let's get it together. What a week. What a week. What a week. So, just get all my screens together and let's get ready to open up. So, Friday night soul session, my darlings. Always excited to be here with you. Thank you for showing up, whether you are viewing this live or you're watching a replay. It's just letting others tune in. Okay, tonight is higher self message in conversation. Yeah. So let me open up the space, settle in. Good deal. Good evening, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Soul Sessions. Take a moment with me to pause. Breathe in slowly and gently release. All week, we've explored questions, clarity, relationships, and the quiet shifts happening within ourselves and within our lives. And tonight, we close with this space in a different way. This is our higher self messages sessions, a moment to step away from the noise, from the opinions, from the need to figure everything out, right? Yeah, sit with that just for a minute. Just the need, sometimes I feel spirit coming in to add something to that. Mm. All right, it'll come back to me. So I'm going to simply listen. And because beneath everything we experience, there is a quieter voice, a steady knowing, a part of you that already understands your path, even when things feel uncertain. Yeah. If you enjoy spaces like this, you're always welcome to subscribe and return when soul sessions come around each month. And before we move into the cards tonight, I want to sit with something that may resonate with many of us. And so I want to have a conversation with you about learning to hear your inner voice. Something we've been noticing, that's your inner voice, is something that we've been noticing is how easy it is to hear everything around us, but not always ourselves. We hear what we should do, what makes sense, what others expect, but the voice of the higher self is quieter. It doesn't push, it doesn't rush, it simply knows. It simply knows. And learning to recognize that voice takes stillness. Sometimes your stillness comes in just taking a deep breath in, holding it, and exhaling, letting all the air express from your lungs. That's being still, and that's being still because at that time that you are taking that breath, and we call it breath work, you're only focused on the breath. And being only focused on the one thing takes the noise from everything else away. Okay? So sometimes we don't hear it because we're moving too fast, we're trying to force answers, or we don't fully trust what we already feel. So let that land for a minute. How many times if you're a driver, right, and you're going someplace, and at times it feels like you're routinely going in this same direction when you know that there are 50 other ways you can get to this particular place, but you keep going down that one way. And then the next day that is time for you, I'm just going to say the market, and that is time for you to go to the market. You get that inner feeling to go a different route. And here's the kicker. Sometimes we have that feeling to go to different route. And when we don't go to different route, we're stuck in traffic, or it's just slow. Something just happens. You hit a pothole and dent your rim. Something happens when we don't listen to that inner knowing. But the times that we do listen and we take that extra route, a lot of times we hear on the news that something happened, and you have to sit back and think that, oh my God, oh my goodness, I listened to my inner voice and it diverted me away from danger. It diverted me away from wasting time. It diverted me from being next to this person at this particular time. It diverted me from missing a meal with someone or running into someone that you haven't seen in a long time. So many outcomes when you think about the times that you did listen to your inner voice, and what was either what it diverted you from, or the blessings that it came from it. You perhaps met somebody that you were actually looking for a while. You found the money on the ground. You got the parking spot that you always wanted, that normally it takes you about 3 laps up and down the aisles in a parking lot. And every time now, whenever you notice that you listen to your inner self, you get to park up front, and it doesn't even have to be in a handicap spot. Or someone is kind to you. Somebody opens up the door for you. You're in line at the market to find out that somebody has paid for the 4 or 5 things that you thought that you had to pay for. Or a lot of times I do that if I'm going to get fast food. Pay it forward. Just these wonderful things can always happen when you learn to listen to self. So, returning to yourself, this flow, and the more we pause, the more we breathe, the more we allow space, we begin to recognize it again, not as something outside of us, but as something that has always been within us in the first place. So let us take a moment. Um, Let me get the cards ready. Okay, so tonight we're not going to get this keyboard out the way because I'm not going to type anything. So tonight we're not going to ask the cards what to do. We are allowing them to reflect what our higher self may already be saying. Okay, and yes, I like to shuffle live and get that going. So card one, what's card one will reflect? Card one will reflect what your higher self wants you to remember. And this card reflects something your higher self wants you to remember right now, not in future time, but right now. And this bracelet of mine, I never take it off, and it just clicks and clacks on the desk. So sorry if you hear that and it's annoying. Maybe next month I'll remember to take it off. Ah, what a time. What a time. So, your higher self wants you to remember that you are taken care of. I hope you can see that. My camera's been a little blurry. Let me see. 1 second. Sorry, guys. There we go. This is the nine of pentacles or coins. Higher self wants you to know. I guess I should keep this up just a little bit longer. Higher self needs you to, what does higher self? Higher self needs you to know that things are taken care of. You are at the completion of your project, of these earthly things that you're desiring. Especially Pentacles definitely represents money. So you're coming to the end of a project, perhaps, or you are meeting your goals. And higher self needs you to remember that, oh, that's so good, my God, that abundance, that your stability is not just one time. This is something that is going to keep going. This is ongoing. Guys, this is huge. And I hope that it resonates with you. This is something that is going to keep going. You should not be at the point with this card telling us that we are not at the point where, oh, for somebody living paycheck to paycheck is not your way of life, and is something that was handed down to you from false belief, and it is time to let that go. That does not apply to you. That's what this card is saying to us. That's what the message coming from higher self right down, and I feel so good about that. So I know that is resonating with someone. It's learning to be sure. Higher self wants you to know that you are cared for, you are watched over, you have full support if you just learn to listen just a little bit more to your higher self, to your inner wisdom, and go with the flow. Stop trying to do this all yourself. The help that you need, the help that you are looking for is not within another individual. I'm not going to, the help that you are looking for, not within another individual. Higher self needs you to understand that this is done. Your project is hitting and nearing completion. This project that you're working on, or this work that you have to do, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to stop putting in all the effort to go out and find the individuals to market to. It's time for you to leave this in the hands of source and let things come to you. You have done the work. You have done what was asked of you. Now it's time to relax, release, let go, let it happen, and move forward. Okay. Card number two, this card is going to highlight something asking for your attention or healing. Okay. So I normally I would have separated the deck into three, but I feel the sense to shuffle again. So this card again is going to highlight something asking for your attention. Pentacles again. I love it. This is the Seven of Pentacles. And I want you to know what he's doing here. He is looking at, look at all the work that's done. And this is definitely feeding from what higher self wants you to remember. Remember that you are not doing this alone. You don't have to do it alone. You have help from source. You have help from higher power. Things are working out in your favor. They always have. It's time for you to rest your mind, let go, let God. If you want to say it that way, that is absolutely fine. I'll say it for you. Just let go. Stop stressing. Stop trying to do this all on your own as if you do not have a higher help. Okay. And I'm going to lead this right now. So, what is it that attention or healing? Just stop. Pay attention to you. Pay attention to your heart. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your mental faculties. Pay attention to how you are moving throughout the day. Are you stressing? Are you trying to make something happen? Or are you getting ready to shift? And are you willing to shift into letting things happen? Okay. So the next card will be the card that will reflect the energy supporting you as you move forward. And I get the feeling I don't even need to pull a card for this because I've just been talking the same thing. I've been talking the same thing, guys. Intuition is high. We got the Eight of Swords. Eight means fate, eight means faith. These are your thoughts. Lay your thoughts down. Stop overthinking it. Stop thinking that you missed something. Let it go. Okay. Your supporting energy is the energy that you're not breathing. You're not breathing through it. You feel that you don't have support, but this card is showing us you do have support. And it's time to make the decision. Make this decision. You see, she's blindfolded. Make the decision. Allow yourself to be supported by Source. All right. As you move forward, allow yourself to be supported by Source. If you are a praying person, allow the prayer to do its work. You don't need to pray 5, 6, 12 times. Allow it to work. Hey, Nella, how are you? We just finished up soul session. So tonight, card one was all about trusting. Card two was releasing to the trust. And card three is the knowing that you are supported in moving forward in it. Nella, I did just get finished reading. If there's a question that you want, I would be more than happy to answer it. But as of right now, I am getting ready to close out. Or if there is something that you want me to talk about, I am willing to um, hear your question and give more insight on it. But the big message that higher self wants you to know tonight is you are so fully supported. It is time for you to stop overthinking, stop trying to make things happen, and relax. What is relax, release, and reveal and let go. Relax, release, reveal, and let it go. All right. Pentacles, the Pentacle cards played high tonight. So if you are expecting money or looking for money, and it's coming, it's coming, and it's coming in in quickly and in large amounts. So I hope that helps you. If something resonates with you tonight, feel free to let me know in a chat. Even if you're just listening quietly, you're still a part of this beautiful space. Thank you for holding it with me. All right, so I'm just looking over at the chats and thank you so much. And I'm sorry that this happened a little late and perfect. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. So, as we close tonight, higher self messages. Remember that the clarity you're seeking is not outside of you. Please remember that. The cards simply reflect what your spirit may already be guiding you towards. Trust that quiet knowing, trust the peace of your growth, and trust that even when things feel uncertain, you are not disconnected from your path. And I think that's something that we all struggle with, that things happen. Yes, I'll answer that in 2 seconds. Uh, Things happen and it seems like it gets bumpy. It seems like all hell just broke loose. But that does not disconnect you from your path. That does not mean that things are not working out for you. So thank you for sharing this space with me. Let me go over to the chat. May I ask about love despite it was yesterday? So of course you can ask. I am this weekend in hermit mode, by the way. Need to get clarity. You're in hermit mode. Now, here's why I'm laughing, because if I pull the hermit card means intellectual will, like you're seeking, so deep seeking. So I don't know if you mean by the card right now, or if you mean that you just been in the house, not in the mood to go out into the world and make friends or see people or just be bothered. So, which one? Which hermit are you? Okay, in the house resting. All right. So let me let me say something about this, because it's it's not easy to be dating out here these days. I do realize that there is a lot going on, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of untruth um, floating around. So this is where, yeah, you could tell me why. So she's saying, but I would like to ask. I see lots of synchronicity about my ex, and I'm going to hope that that the SP means spouse. Can you tell why? Okay, so I'm not pulling one card, just to let you know. I am actually going to do three. All right. Okay. So, Herman in the house. You are very emotional, and this is important. This is why you've been a hermit. Okay. You see, oh, this mirror. Okay. Do you see the cup that's being handed to? I'm going to say that this personifies you. Do you see the cup that's being handed to you that you're not even looking at? You're only focused on what's on the ground down here. Well, cups represents emotions, feelings, relationships. It's a water atmosphere, so there's nurturing and everything going on there. So you are in your feelings, point blank, and respectfully. Okay. You're in your feelings to the point that there may be someone ready to reach out to you, and it's coming in like this way. Okay. All right. Like the gift from, yeah, like the hand of God trying to say, hey, I'm ready to give you something. I'm ready to ease this discomfort of yours. I'm ready to help you go out and explore, but you're focused on what already happened. And I need you to focus on the possibility of what could be. Okay. Okay. SP is specific person. Okay. So I hope you heard, because that was big. You're focusing on what used to be or a current situation, and not giving a focus on what could be happening. What is the other alternative? What is it that you should be getting ready to, not getting ready to, but what is the flip side that you should be concerned with or looking at, rather than focusing on, look, this stuff happened, okay? And the thing is, we can't take it back. We can't go and do a redo. We can learn from it, and move on. But we should not keep our eyes on it because that is not the prize. That is not where we want to go. The more you focus in on it, the more it keeps returning to you. The more you will keep attracting the things that represent what you focused on. So when you change your focus, everything else changes. Okay. So change the focus. Now, your next question is what would like to ask? See lots of, okay. Can you tell me why? Why? Yes, I believe I just told you why. Your focus is there. And here's the next card, which is the Four Swords, which the fours are your friend tonight. So we had just had the Four of Cups, and now this is the Four of Swords. So not only are you in the daytime, you are focused on those things that already happened that you can't change. You can only learn from and move on, but you're also carrying it to bed with you. Why? Don't carry it to bed with you. There's something also very interesting about this card, which is also going to apply for you. You see that there's a stained glass window here, almost like a representation of maybe a church. Well, it's supposed to give you a representation of notice the monocolor, okay, of the person laying down with the swords. Swords is a representation of thoughts, okay. Your mind is busy. These things are distracting you. You're meditating. You're laying there. The body is all one color, but this window is full of color. Okay, this window is full of life. This window is full of things happening. So yes, my dear, this is you laying down, being a hermit inside, and if you step outside, there's a whole new world when you stop meditating and focusing on everything else that is not serving you at the time. Um, and yeah, it's time. It's time. It's definitely time. This is you heart guarded. Yeah, you're guarding your heart. Two more swords. Thoughts, and you crossed over with the swords. Like, I dare you to step into my space. You don't know what I've been through, but perhaps if I can let one sword go and take the blindfold off and step out into the world just a little bit and know that there are some good things that can happen. There is somebody good out there for me. I don't have to sit here and constantly think about, oh, this is huge, and Nella, this is for you. Listen, darling, forgive yourself. And it's not that you did anything wrong. Let me tell you why you're going to forgive yourself. You're going to forgive yourself for doing or thinking the things that you don't know that is impeding in your future. And that's huge. Oh my goodness. Once you do that, and once you make that decision to do that really intentionally, you don't have to ask me that question anymore. Love will run and beat down your door. That I make promises to my children, but that I'm going to promise you. Uh, Hello there. Let's see. So maybe I should leave my hermit mood. And yes, you should leave your hermit mood. You should leave your hermit mood. Um, Jay, hi. I took my law school exams this past week and I was wondering if I passed or not. Ah, okay. Now this is a yes or no question. So I am going to give you the yes or no answer. I will tell you that I did program my cards that my even numbers are the yes and my odd numbers are the no. If I pull a court card or a major card, because I'm using a Rider Waite deck and I'm shuffling right now while I'm talking, if I pull one of those cards before I get to a number card, that means that I have to give you a clarifier. That means that some things are going on before the yes or no can take place. And I will answer a follow up question if you have one. So I'm going to stop shuffling. Wish I could turn my camera down so that you can see a little bit more. I don't want you to think that I am pulling. Yes, you just need to forgive yourself. Okay, I got a Queen of Swords. Okay, so hold on, I'm going to give you a clarifier. You passed a 10. Remember, I said my even numbers. My even numbers are a yes. Now, we had this Queen of Swords first. Let me tell you something. Swords, again, this is your thinking process. Get out of your head, sweetheart. Um, and I want you to know what she's doing. I'm going to try to move it up a little closer for you. Okay, you see that welcoming, and I hope you can see. I know that's blurry a little bit, and I'm sorry. I hope you can see the butterfly. Okay, the butterfly transformation. So, yes, you pass. Transformation is in the crown, and if I'm looking at the card face to face, I also want you to know that this card is facing the east, which is moving forward. So, all good things to you. So, what this actually is saying to me, not only did you pass, you're getting a job offer right after. Okay, so congrats to you. Congratulations. That's a huge deal. Kudos. DJ. Hello. What my ex think about me, please? Oh, good, Jay. I'm glad you never stopped thinking about it. Now, um, DJ, I just want you to know what my ex think about me. I I have never, and I don't consider myself one of those quick pull card tarot readers, or I'm an energy reader, and I do tarot and oracle. So, what I would like for you to do is, if you have time, to go ahead and give me a little bit more detail. But if you just want a quick answer what they think about you, I'll definitely give it. But I like to give clarity answers for clarity questions. And all right. So since I don't have a response and I just shuffled, and while I shuffled, a card jumped out. Um, DJ, somebody, and I don't know you because I don't know you and I don't know her, but I do know the energy of this card. Somebody has been doing wrong. This is the 10 of Swords, thoughts. Definitely, you see them laying on a beach, it looks like, with all 10 swords going all down the back from head to spine. So I'll let you finish figuring that out. It looks like it was a really nasty breakup, and there is, hopefully, there's no love lost. All right. So sorry. Sorry. All right. So that, oh, okay, Jay, what does life hold for me in the next 4 years? So, what I will do with that is I'm going to pull a card for each year. And yes, I do private sessions. I sure do. Two, three. All right. Year one. Jay, listen. The Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding me? So, year one, full of choices. Okay. Year one will be your year of choices, but this Wheel of Fortune is also going to represent, um, perhaps there will be some things that you find that you're doing things habitually. So it's a cycle, and it's not a bad cycle. You just have to know what those things are that serve you and what those things are that don't. But we definitely know that career wise, and this also might be also that I understand that just like we said that you were doing law, but thank you. I want you to carefully know what it is that will be expected of you before you take on these new positions. And that's very important. Okay. So make sure you understand the job description. So that you don't walk into any surprises, because the last thing that you want to do is go into something and you fall into a wheel that's something that keeps going. You got your ups, you got your lows, you got your downs, you got everything, and that's what this wheel of fortune is. So, but all in all, it is a good card. So that's year one. Year two looks like there's some collaboration going on. Okay. This is you on a pedestal pitching an idea or um, giving a lecture, maybe. Uh, but the pinnacles are there. So definitely maybe an increase in money, or you stepping out in your own law firm. Year three, interesting. There are some things in year three that you will be leaving behind, some things that you will be walking away from. This isn't a bad thing. This is just transformation and it's growth. So, year three will be a full year of growth, uh, taking on new things and definitely walking away from what doesn't serve you. Year four, here we go again. Your Queen of Swords popped right back up, and it's pointing to everything else that we just went over. So you have full transformation, inviting decisions. Notice that the queen is sitting up in the clouds. So I also take that as your higher self, your guides are also guiding you and propelling you to where it is that you desire to be and go. So congrats. Um, Congrats to you. And let's see. So, Nella, by the way, may I ask one more? I am checking job offers, but I still feel my old job would be best at the moment. Can you check energy around it? Sure will. They told they told me job position is full, but I still believe that I can go back to Allen on the same. Okay. Okay, and Nella, also, if you can give me until tomorrow to go onto my website at www.10mustardseeds, just the same way how I spell it on the channel, is 10mustardseeds.com. I am restructuring my one-on-one sessions. So don't click that Calendly link now. That is for my course. Okay. So if you get on my calendar from that, it's going to ask you to do the what's that word? Is going to ask you to sign in for the introductory of my course, and I don't want you to be charged that 197 for a one-on-one session, because that's not what it's for. But I will make sure that that page and that link goes up tomorrow. But if you still want to go to my page, if you in case you forget, when you're on my website, just click on the stay in touch and send me over an email, and I'll make sure that I send you a message when I put that back up. Okay, so right now I'm checking on your job situation. They said the position was full, and is it or is it not? Sweetheart, look, don't worry about it. We got a 10 of pentacles, 10 of pentacles. Pentacles, money, earthly things, possessions. Everybody's happy. 10 also represent doing it again. So the only thing that I can say is yes, there's increase coming, and I want you to check with yourself. Check your inner self, see how you feel. Are you bored with your job? Is it time for you to move on already? Because That's also what this is saying. 10 is do it again. 10 is not completion in the tarot. 10 means do it again. 9 means completion, but 10 means, okay, I'm full. Your cup is full. You've done all that you can do. So now it's time to start something new, but you are stable financially. But now it's just time to go and do new and better things. So I want you to think about that and really sit with yourself to see if you need to stay put or move about. Oh, sweetheart, that is being realistic. Let me tell you something. The best things happen when you are delusional. Yeah. So delusional. I like. I'm going to use that word right now, but listen, it's not a bad word. It just means that you're stretching yourself. We get too comfortable and stay in the same place because of what somebody else might think, or we got so beaten down by words that we don't know how to stretch ourselves, how to reach higher. It's time for you to reach. It's time for you to go the step forward. It's time. This is the message of the higher self that I gave earlier. It is time for you to realize that you are supported. You're supported. Go for it. Do the thing. Don't turn your ears off to the news and everything that's going around the world. Yes, not everything is pretty, but at the same time, you are still going to go to sleep and wake up. And because you are going to sleep and waking up, things have to keep moving. Money still has to be made. The lights still got to stay on. Water still has to run out the faucet. If you have kids, the kids still have to be taken care of. Life isn't stopping. So neither should you. Okay? Go on and do that thing. Who else? Okay, ask one more. Checking on job offers. We did that. DJ, he rejected me. I thought we had a special link because he didn't like me to be curious about whether he uh tells to other girls or not. Okay, well, you saw the card, right, sweetheart? It is time to this. This seems like there's no respect here on either side. So it may hurt and my heart goes out to you. I don't break up homes. I'm not telling you what to do, but I am asking for you to do some self-reflection right now and know that you are supported, know that you are worthy, know that you should have boundaries and you cannot allow people to cross or trample over those boundaries because when they do, they're not going to stop because you cry. They're just going to find another way to manipulate. Okay. It's okay. Sorry for she says sorry for my English because I speak French. Well, I don't, but I so bless you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Um, you listening in, you're participating. It so means a lot. So, Nella, okay, I understand. I will. Perfect. Thanks for the update. You are so welcome. My shit is ready for new thing. Yes. Again, yes, this is realistic. This is realistic. And also before I move on, I just also want to say to you if you're still here, I I want to challenge you to write down the word realistic and then define it, what it means for you. Go look up the real definition and then I want you to sit with it and really define what it means for you and if it serves you, if that has helped you move on in your career or if that word has damaged your thought process in some way. I think you're going to be surprised. You also have tips Hipsy. I see. Yes, I am also on Hipsy. So either way, I am in the midst of adding new pages onto my website, and I will have a link there for the one-on-one sessions. I just haven't finished writing out the page. So Jade, is the guy I'm with now my forever guy, or will we not last? I'm going to answer that for you with the cards. I also do want you to keep in mind that the cards are just mirrors. Mirrors are what is actually already your thought process. So I'm feeling your energy through them, and I'm just going to translate it through the cards. I also want you to know that cards, I don't care what tarot reader or oracle reader or wherever you go, even if I didn't use the cards, my words does not override your free will, and you cannot change anybody. You can't think for them, and you can't make them do for you either. So here we go. Is this your guy? For one, I got a hermit card, which means this is intellectual and this is deep thinking. There's some illumination that's getting ready to go on. Okay, remember I said my cards, my even numbers is yes, my odd numbers is no. Any cards that I pull before I get to a number card means clarifying. So the hermit was first, and then the knight came. So it's looking like this. I want you to pay attention to the way how they're facing, okay? Because that means a lot too. The knight is facing the hermit, and they're going backwards. They're looking back. So there's a lot of talk about the past. Okay. When you spend time, especially if you're in a new relationship, when you spend time talking about the past, more than likely you're going to keep repeating the things that you don't like. And your past relationships should have absolutely nothing to do with your current relationship, because the current person that you're with is not the person that you left. And the more you talk about what the past person has done, you're actually auto suggesting these things to the current person. And then unbeknownst to them, they will do things or say things that will remind you of the person that you didn't like. And now you're in this wheel all over again. And now you're arguing, you're fighting, and you don't know why. But it's because of both of you spent time talking about the other person. So you both turned into people that neither one of you like. So leave your past relationships out of current situations. Let the dead bury the dead. And when I say dead, I mean dead relationships. Leave them where they're at if you're not returning to them. So, after saying all that and going back, of course, I would get an even number. And look at that. That is the 10 of cups. Cups is water, it's emotional. And look, isn't there a happy couple underneath the rainbow? So, yes, darling, this relationship does have potential, but beware of your conversation. Okay, beware of your conversation. That is the golden nugget for you. DJ, I feel blocked in life. What do my guys have to tell me? Okay, so that was the discussion for earlier. Um, so I'm just going to give you a quick recap. Higher self is reminding you that the help that you are looking for in other people is actually within you. When you take moments to sit down and quiet yourself, and I explained this earlier, but one way, if you're not big on meditation, one way how to quiet yourself, do it in spurts throughout the day, maybe about 3 to 5 times a day. Just stop what you're doing. Just stop. Take about 3 good deep breaths and exhale. and really focus on the breath that you're taking, because every deep breath that you take and hold it, you should notice that you can hear your heartbeat. And by focusing on that, that means that you're letting everything else around you fall to the side, is null and void. And now you have time to focus within and hear what higher self has to say. You feel blocked because there is stuck energy. There is, your mind is too busy, and it's time to sort some of those things out. So I promise you, breath work is a great starting point for that. And I'm going to pull a card for extra. Let's look. I just pulled this. This is just, honestly, this is just what I said. Remember, cups are emotions, and this is the Seven of Cups. And you see, this person is you. You see, that person's you. And all these cups have different things coming out. Make it is making a decision, is the choices, is your thought process, is your emotions running all over the place. So I say settle down, take those breaths, and maybe it's time to get into journaling. Do I have my free journal on my site? I believe I do. But again, if you give me by tomorrow morning, I promise I will have some free material up there for you to start doing some segment intending and some journaling. These are just guides, prompted guides that'll start you out really well. And this will just start clearing away that block energy. But blockages, honestly, this is something that we can't do in a session like this. This is something that does require a one on one or a group where we can all together do some energy work. And I'll be more than happy to get ready to facilitate that for you. So don't forget, of course, the late plug is like and subscribe. And I also realized that YouTube has a community, and I just started that community. So go ahead and click the button or the little notice for you to join the YouTube community, and we can start there. We can start there with some energy work. We can start there, maybe pulling one or two cards a week. I am open for it. I am also on several platforms. Some of you don't know. I go by the name of Lady Bell or Bell. I am on Kasamba. I am on Purple Ocean and Purple Garden, which they're two of the same. One is a website, one is an app. I am on Ask the Answer. And these are psychic hotlines that I am a part of those platforms. And I do enjoy that's where you can go for quick reads, but they're quick. And I am going to say they are expensive. So if you need some one on one time with me, again, just go to my website. And until I have that link up for you to get on my calendar, just go ahead and send an email from there. Click on the stay in touch. So therefore I can get your information and send out everything that you need. But it is time for us to go, my loves. I so appreciated you. Um, all right. Yes, tonight was a different energy. And I do this once a month where I'll go on for an entire week, Monday through Friday. Thank you so much. Monday through Friday. And I call this Soul Sessions. And every day is a different topic. I'm on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, but I do plan to come on a lot more often. All right. So, my loves, good night. I thank you. Again, my website is www.10mustardseeds.com, and we're spelling out the word 10 just the way how my channel is. Sorry, phone ringing. TenMustardSeeds, 10 mustard seeds. And yes, there's a whole thing behind that. But I'll be more than happy to keep in touch with you. Thanks again. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. And if you need me, I'm available. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.